Good morning, everyone. Dr. Vicky here, speaking to you from the Seeds of Transformation Healing Center. Today is the 29th of May. It is a Thursday, and the moon is in Cancer. So right off the bat, right off the get-go, it's a pretty sensitive, emotionally sensitive day. Now, there's a lot of things going on with Mercury right now. Mercury has just moved into Gemini, was very prominent in the new moon in Gemini. And today it makes a semi-square to Venus. It's a 45-degree angle with Venus. Venus and Gemini don't make that many aspects to each other because they are inner planets, and they just can't be that far away from each other. So you can have conjunctions and sextiles and semi-squares. And then I think you could go a little bit further than that. But then eventually Mercury will go retrograde. And it's almost like a pendulum with those inner planets. They only go so far in one direction and then so far in the other direction. What the semi-square does is it makes us a bit like of two minds, like our minds are saying something, but our feelings, our sensitivities, Venus is a very socially aware planet, very aware of the culture, right? And so whereas Mercury as a planet can sort of isolate its ideas, right? It can have an idea in a situation that can stand on its own, right? Because it can compartmentalize. Whereas Venus isn't that kind of planet. Venus works on a different sort of frequency, right? It's more about relationship with Venus. And so how things relate to me. How do I get my needs met? Now, it's very easy to see that there are some folk continuing the delusion that everything that's happening in the country is a great idea. And then there are those who are using perhaps their more Vesuvian parts to say, this is effed up, man. We also have tomorrow, very early in the morning. So for some of us, it's actually, for me, it's very early tomorrow morning here on the East Coast. But for people further out west, it's actually going to happen late for you guys today. And that's the conjunction of the Sun and Mercury. Now, the Sun and Mercury make two types of conjunctions. They make inferior conjunctions. That's when Mercury is retrograde, and Mercury is actually located between the Sun and the Earth. And so it's closest to the Earth, and it's a time when the answers come from within, a lot of introspection, very internal, right? Very draw in the energy of Mercury. And then there's the superior conjunction, which occurs when Mercury is not retrograde and is moving direct. And that's the type of conjunction we have. We have a superior conjunction. It's in the sign of Gemini. Superior conjunctions generally bring illumination. They almost act like oppositions in that way, an awareness. Something comes to light. Perhaps something that was underneath comes to light. So expect for revelations and exposure. Now, there's been a lot of revelations. There's been a lot of exposure. It doesn't always seem to make a difference, but it does accumulate. So don't lose hope, don't lose faith. Things are going to be seen, and people are going to be held accountable eventually. Now, who they're held accountable to? Is it the law? Is it the voters? Is it karma? It's going to be something. It's going to be something. So, look what we have. We have some peonies opening up. Look at that. Isn't that beautiful? It's just like, I'll have to take a picture of that. We had a light rain today. This morning, it rained last night. It's going to, I think, rain on and off all day. But it's going to be one of those just like gentle rains. And I think we're going to see a whole lot more blooms tomorrow. But we actually have our first rose over here. A little rose. And it actually does smell pretty nice. Lovely little rose. And here's a climbing rose that's looking great. So really, really beautiful today. Oh, look at that. See how yeah, definitely going to come out here with the camera. I love it after the rain because it's like a million diamonds just sparkling on everything. Now this looks like the sun's going to come out and I'm starting to get hot already. Not a good sign. So, I've been a little like peaked, right? I think I've talked about it probably more than I should.